Coming up, the Bengals take on the Lions. They're the only two teams without a playoff win this century, after Buffalo and Cleveland each won a playoff game in 2020. Cincy and Detroit square off next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a dump off here complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Here's Goff. Kadero Hodge has it complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this off to Swift, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Tyler Shelvin in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That was the rookie, Dio Odangbo from Vandy, who brought him down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. They kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time to see this Bengals offense here as they get set for their first drive. And under center, of course, is the #1 pick in the 2020 draft, now in year number 2, Joe Burrow.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25 and down to the 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Tate. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Here's Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Lions took a flyer on Williams, who played 4 years with the Chargers and 2 more with the Raiders. Missed all of 2020 with a shoulder injury. Trying to get back in form. Grabs one there for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The NFC's Pro Bowl punter a year ago, Jack Fox, on to punt for the Lions. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. T. Higgins was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run made. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Remember, on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick 1st down.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Burrow looking to pass. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And how about the rapport that these two had last year as rookies? Exactly what the Bengals had in mind when they made Joe Burrow the 1st-round pick and T. Higgins the 2nd.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Romeo Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now in his 4th season with the Lions after 2 with the Giants, Romeo Okwara had a big year in 2020. 10 sacks. Remember this, he had 10 combined in his previous 4 seasons.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A handoff to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Well, frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And a fresh start for DeAndre Swift and his teammates with this brand-new coaching staff. And they believe he can be a 3-down back. They want to get him in space against linebackers. 46 catches his rookie year. They expect that number to get into the 60s.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Back to throw, Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. And that last pass for Jared Goff puts him over 20,000 career passing yards. So congratulations to Jared Goff, former #1 pick. Came into the league in 2016. A few bumps and bruises, but all in all, a good number in a relatively short amount of time. Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kaderl Hodge, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Well, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Here's Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
To the air again, Goff.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Levi Onwuzurike
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this stuff that they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to our left due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Now Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 18 on the...
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Ready? And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Tate. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mixon will try the right side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Burrow on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Bring it up.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From the red zone now, Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again is Goff. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal of 32-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Pettis now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the table and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Here we go. Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Caught right side, Tate. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. Another catch for Tate. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try to chip someone at the second level. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun to give to Mixon. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lions 17.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Ballantyne to return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively. Key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Mike 35.
Here's Goff.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go!
He gets this complete to Cephas. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air again, Goff. This one taken in by Cephas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He completes it to Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but now it's 3rd down. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Golf on target to Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. Goff on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's gone. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker.